The game between Jan Nepomniachtchi and Timur Radjabov was drawn. Timur is the sole winner of Geneva Grand Prix, congratulations. And Jan is sharing the second place with Alexander Grishchuk, also good result for Jan, congratulations. Timur, how did this last round go for you?
Well, it was a tough game anyway, but especially considering the fact that, I mean, in case I would lose the game, I would just change the places with Jan, so it would be extremely unpleasant. So I expected the fighting game in general, but okay, I was actually happy about the opening, that I've got this kind of solid position that you can play around for ages. But I think I've maybe instead of d takes e5, I had to take with the knight. I mean, at least to to let this knight from g6 come into the game, and in case it's exchanged, I can just bring my knight back to f8 and then bishop e6, knight g6, and so on. So somehow I regret it. I played d takes e5 too fast, and okay, it still was part of my strategy to play fast. So in general, I didn't regret it. But when I saw that I have to consolidate and to play around without two bishops, I was not that happy about my position. But okay, later on. Yeah, I think Jan played a very bad move a5. I played this rook d8, and after knight f4, I've offered a draw, and I saw that my position is decent, so white should normally, having less time and quite an unpleasant position, they should accept the draw in general, but Jan decided to play and with a bit ugly looking move knight h2, but otherwise there is not so many moves as well. So after knight h2, and then move later, Jan offered the draw, so I declined. Okay, it's but it's last round, nerve taking, and everybody's nervous, and in general, any decision might matter. But afterwards, I had no risk at all for black. I mean, I was just better everywhere, and I could maybe play better, but I didn't find a precise way to put pressure on Jan in that position. I put it pressure, but it was not enough, and I think he escaped nicely with this c4 b5. Even though he says that after king h3 maybe I had this rook g1, somehow I only calculated everything instead of king h3, but I thought king h3, rook g3 is good for me, but somehow I forgot that he can just take and play c5, then king g4 is the threat, and rook has to go, and then he goes rook d6. So yeah, okay, anyway, I cannot be unsatisfied, it's like, yeah, with the place and with the result. In general, I think I've played decent chess, maybe except of the game against Grishchuk, and today I think I was quite shaky, but in general I think I was able to pull myself together, and so that's why I think things went pretty much my way. So, yeah.
Thank you. Jan, how was the game from your point of view?
Well, okay, I was also more or less satisfied with the opening, because okay, it's Italian normally promises a long game unless black managed to play d5. So once it was this symmetrical pawn structure, I thought maybe if I can acquire two bishops or something, I can try to press on. And in fact, I think before the move a5, I was slightly better, and I should have just played bishop e3, and then okay, after exchanging bishops, played g3, king g2, and it seems to me I had enough time to protect d2 square from invasion of black rooks, and then okay, with bishop on c4, which is much better than knight on g6. I mean, especially in the future. And my plays generally would be more or less simple. Like put my rook to f3, press to f7, and at some point queen b3 also takes weak b7 point. So I think it could be just completely another game. But I mean, after a5, I was expecting some calm move, but I mean, a5 is instead a loss of tempo, but after knight f4, unfortunately, I cannot even play bishop e3, because black takes, rook e3, and then maybe queen g6, and knight h2, and h5. And, okay, maybe it was an interesting option, but I felt like it is too risky, and, I mean, okay, a draw was offered, and I spent like half an hour trying to find a way to play on, and okay, of course I miscalculated, so I was going to play something like g3 after rook d7, and after knight h3, king g2, queen f2, queen takes, knight takes, bishop e3. I mean, trying to take the knight, because knight has not so many squares. Bishop takes e3, rook takes e3, rook d2, bishop e2. Finally, knight is almost captured, and then suddenly knight d3 is the move. And knight escapes, and this was a a big I would say a big blow, and after this, okay, I was just trying to escape already because I believe maybe I can also take on e3 with the rook, but this position is just a little bit ugly. I cannot fight for only open file in the position, so this is very suspicious. And I mean, I believe Timur tried to play, let's say, too solid, because I think instead of knight g5 he could do something like knight f6. But actually the way he played was also, I mean, did promising for him, and okay, I'm happy that I managed to escape, so didn't spoil. I mean, I cannot spoil the whole Grand Prix series, but I could spoil this tournament a little for me. Yes, somehow game ended in a draw, so okay, that's a decent result. But I mean, okay, it's the last round, so okay, I was really looking forward to play on. But okay, after I believe after e5, it's only white who should care about equality.
Timur, with this victory, you are coming back into fight for the qualification to candidates tournament. We can say this is a big comeback of Timur Radjabov, and your ambition is probably rising before the final event in Palma de Mallorca. How do you comment the current situation in the standings?
Well, I tried as much as possible to avoid thinking about it, because I mean it's still a whole tournament to play. Every round anything can happen. I mean, you lose one game like today, for example, and your chances are like at least twice less to qualify. So in general, I'm not really looking. I mean, I've played this candidates and everything, so I'm not you know, the 16 or 18 years old player who is very happy to qualify for the candidates or something. I would be happy to, but
maybe this
I mean,
makes you more dangerous.
Yeah, I think so, probably. Yeah, because I mean, I've played these tournaments, I've played this candidate matches when they were there, and also the candidates tournament, which wasn't too successful for me. And so in general, yeah, I'm not you know, the one that is super excited and waiting you know, to qualify for the candidates. I'm just playing my tournaments and trying to do my best, playing better chess as much as I can, and just improving on some aspects and trying to do my best. I'm not really thinking about it. I'm not too much, you know, excited about such things at the moment. But in general, there is a whole tournament ahead. There is also a World Cup. So in general, yeah, I will just do my best. In general, that's the plan. There is nothing about, like, you know, calculating points all day long and stuff. I'm just playing as better chess as I can. Yeah.
Okay. Jan, you will play the next tournament in St. Louis, am I right? What is your tournament schedule until the end of the year? You will also play World Cup, maybe?
No, clear. I should play World Cup to try to qualify for the candidates once I failed in Grand Prix. So there will be the Grand Chess Tour as well, and perhaps some team tournaments, some team championships, maybe European team championship, and so on. But okay, now I'm very happy to have some rest, because it was 1 month of consecutive play. So it's perhaps at some point, maybe even today, if I could be a little bit more fresh, you know, and keep some more energy, perhaps I wouldn't do some silly moves. But I mean, in general, tournament was good. So it's, I mean, everything went far better than I expected, because okay, I thought that, you know, 50% in my condition would be a decent result. So maybe +1 will be lucky, but in fact I was thinking that I could fight for the first place, let's say, and probably maybe I had some chances, but I mean, okay, Timur played very confidently, and just I think his win is absolutely deserved.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks.